Hello everyone, welcome to Dodls Live. My name is Claudia, and if you have not joined us before, we go live every once in a while and give you guys an update on the Dodls app. If you haven't heard of the Dodls app, it's a new animation app that makes it fast, fun, and easy for you to draw, animate, and share with your friends. The Instagram story, I told you guys that I would show you a little bit more in depth on grouping and layering within the app, as well as explain Dojis. I don't know if you guys have started seeing us use this word, but I'm gonna go into an explanation of what that is right now. So, Dojis are Dodls emojis, if you combine the two words. And also, basically, we are coining the phrase to mean whenever you take like an emoji that's kind of a standard, and then you customize it, or you add to it, or you animate it yourself. So if there's an emoji that you love sending to your friends via text or Facebook Messenger, etc., but you want to make a change to it, now you can do that within the Dodls app. We're calling those Dojis. So be sure to use the hashtag Dojis when you make a Doji, and share them with your friends. So I will be making a Doji on today's live stream. If you guys have questions during the live stream, Callie is on camera, so her or myself, she or myself? Callie or myself would love to answer those questions for you guys. If you start watching this tutorial and you're like, oh my gosh, what is this app? Where can I get it? You can get access to the app through the link in our bio on our profile. So when you click on that link, it'll take you to 5 easy questions, and then you'll get an email in about 48 hours that gets you access to the Dodls app before anyone else. We are not available in the App Store right now. We are getting out some different bugs. We are perfecting the app before it goes into the App Store, so make sure that you get accustomed to it, that you try it out before everyone else is using Dodls when it's in the App Store. So, without further ado, let's get started. So I found a little emoji that I thought was really cute that I want to make a tutorial or a Doji of. So I'm going to swipe up my main menu and click on the landscape photo import button. And then you click on the files button. And then I'm going to go to all photos, and I'm going to click on this chicken. We're going to make it really big so you guys can see it. I think it's funny because we've all have run late once in a while, and we run around like a chicken with our head cut off. Obviously, this chicken is still headed, which is a good thing, but we're going to make that big so we can see it. And how we're going to make this, and I'm going to go into the grouping and layering after I make the main layer. So I just went to our drawing tools over here. It automatically populates on the pen. Lately I've been really into using the brush, but you guys will find your favorite brush tool when you start using the app. And then I'm gonna click on the paintbrush, and I'm gonna click up here, and this starts at the size of 2. You can see what that size looks like right above your tool, and I'm pretty happy with that. So what I'm gonna do is trace this really quick. And actually I'm gonna make that a 3 just so I can see it outside of that line. I kinda like the way it, hey Callie. I kinda like the way it looks with the thicker lines on my cartoons. Some people really like the brushless look, which if that's your style, you can make everything with shapes or just color things in yourself. But I am just zooming this in. Actually, I think I'm gonna have the wings flapping. Hi. Yep, we're live right now. How's it going? Hi. So that was Joey. You guys love Joey. She's one of your favorite people here at Dodls, but she's gonna be in a meeting, so we're not gonna bother her. Yeah. But I'm glad you guys got a sneak peek of our favorite Dodls employee. All right, so we have the outline of our chicken so far. I'm just kind of doing a general outline of it, and we don't want to forget about the head right here. 10 minutes?
Okay.
All right, so we've got that filled in. When we click on this, and then we click on the picture and peel it back, we can see the outline that we just created. Now I can tap on that and tap on the pencil at the top to erase any imperfections. Like I don't want that right there. That's where I started making that wing. And then clean up this line right here. You guys can see that this is going really quick, even with a minor interruption. So that's going really fast. So this is one layer. The reason we did this layer separate from the legs and the wings is because we want those to move separate from the body. So you have to create those different layers. Now, if you guys have done any sort of animating, you might be used to your layers populating on the side, or another format for seeing them. In Dodls, we just keep that kind of invisible for you, but you can move your layers within each other pretty easily. So that's one wing, and I have that outline a little bit because it's going to be underneath and you won't see that, but that helps me know where my pivot point is. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask while I'm just zipping through this. So I'm going to make the second wing, and I'm going to go kind of fast just so that they can come in here and have their meeting. But we've got that wing, and then we're going to make the legs really quick.
Those legs are funny.
I know. Chicken legs. And I just turned on the ruler tool to make straight lines for our chicken leg. It's just going to go a lot faster. So we've got that one. I think I'm going to make that line a little bit longer. And we're going to make one more. Actually, guys, I'm going to click on that item, that one layer that we just made, and copy it. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to rotate it. So I'm going to put one finger down so it doesn't, oh, it did adjust the size, so it doesn't really matter. So as you can see, this leg doesn't look exactly like the other one did, but that's totally okay. It doesn't have to look perfect because this is my doji, and I can make it look however I want it to. So when we click on this picture and peel it back, this is the peel or the tab button, as you guys are familiar with. It's in the lower left-hand corner. When you peel that back, now you can see all of the layers that we have formed so far. So that's what we want so far, and I'm just gonna have I'm gonna edit the main body and put the face there. So I'm gonna zoom in, I'm gonna take the ruler tool off, I'm gonna change the size so that it's a little smaller. Make it a 1. We're gonna trace the beak. And like I said, this is gonna be fast, so it's not gonna be perfect for you guys, but you guys get the idea. So make the eye, and the last layer that I'm gonna do is the eyebrows. I really love when the eyebrows move because that's how I tend to express my face, is moving my eyebrows. So now you can see that those can raise up and down while our chicken is running late. And we'll just make the clock in the background really, really quick.
Sorry, I guess I'm hungry.
You guys, Callie needs to eat, so feel free to shoot us a daily DM and be like, feed your interns. All right, so that's our clock. I would make some hands on the clock that would rotate, but we're not gonna worry about that right now because I wanna show you guys how to play with those layers. So this is our clock. I'm just gonna move it over to the side. We don't really need that right now. What we wanna do is fill in each of these individual parts and group them so that they move how we want them to. Because we're working on a white background right now and we want our chicken to be white, it might be kind of hard to see what you're working with when you create those shapes. So I always do like a bright color and I make it really big. I just do a square because that's what size our canvas is. Then I solidify that by tapping the OK stack, and then I click on the 3 dots in the lower right hand corner and send them to the bottom. So now we can see our lines. And we're gonna fill in our chicken. So I love to use the freeform shape tool. Using a lot of shapes in the Dodls app works a lot better than tons of brush strokes. So that is a small adjustment, but our freeform shape tool, we do have someone who calls it the angled duck tool. Call it whatever you like, but what it does is it's basically like a bucket tool.
Oh, I just saw it. I see how it looks like
an angled duck.
Okay, I understand.
So you click on that, and then I'm just gonna outline the shape of the main body of our chicken. And if it's not perfect, you can always take some brush strokes and fill it in later. And I could have probably used like a circle and tried to make an oval, but I wanted to make sure, oh, now it's right underneath there and you can see that it's not, that's pretty good. That fills it in pretty dang good. So I'm gonna fill in the top of the chicken head. Maybe it's a rooster, I don't know. I don't mind. It can be whatever it wants to be. So we fill that in, and we're gonna send that down. Sometimes you can tap down and then you'll see it disappear behind that layer. Great, so that's what our chicken looks like. And we're gonna fill in his beak really quick. This one is such a quick fix that I'm just gonna use a brush. Oi! Just use a brush to fill it in. If you wanted to be more detailed, you could make the mouth pieces different layers and then like have his mouth move, but I am just going for the quickness here. So we've got the body of our chicken, and what we wanna do is take the wing, move that away, take that wing, move that away, move the leg, and move the leg, and then move this back square, right? So now all we have left is our main chicken, and this is what we want to have be one solid piece. So when I move my stylus or my finger across all of it, you'll see those blue triangles come up, and then when I lift up, this main option, this menu comes up, and I click on the group. So now all of that is grouped together in one thing. If I want to go in and adjust something, then you tap on this up here, which is the drill, then I can go in and play with those eyebrows or fix the color of that or do whatever. But then I'm going to send that to the bottom and then send it up one, just because we had that blue layer in the bottom. So we're going to take that tab, everything that we peeled back up here, and then bring it back. Yep. And then we're going to peel, bye Mike. And then we're going to peel that picture back again because we don't want that. You can move it to the side. I just keep moving it so that I have it as a reference each time. So we're going to do that same step that I just talked about, which is filling in a shape and then grouping it together and then creating those to be solid layers that are grouped. So I'm going to peel back our main chicken because we know that these wings are going to be white, right? So I'm just going to go to the shapes, do the freeform shape tool, click on white, and then fill in our shape. Looks good. And I'm actually going to do the other one right away. We could do it with actually all of these. So fill all those in. And so it takes a while to get the hang of using the freeform shape tool and having it line up perfectly. But like I said before, actually, guys, it's fine. Everything's fine. This again is pretty quick, simple lines. So I'm just going to use the brush. And I'm going to use the straight line tool to fill this in. Okay, so we've got that. That looks pretty good to me. And since that's the same as the other one, we're going to copy it and we're going to adjust it so it fits right in there nicely. Great. Okay, we're going to move that down a little bit. Looks good to me. So we're going to send that and keep tapping it down, 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 down until we see it disappear. Beautiful. Do the same thing with that. Down, 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 down. Yeah. I don't ever know. I just keep tapping until I see it disappear. Great. And that one. Boop. Great. Now I'm going to peel back that blue layer. I'm going to drag across the wing, group that, drag across that wing, group that leg, group, that leg, group. Now we bring everything back and move our chicken picture out of the way. We have, oh, excuse me. We have our chicken. Look at him. We're gonna send that to the bottom and then bring it up so that wing is underneath like we had talked about before. And I think I'm gonna send this leg behind so you don't see it when it moves. But we have our chicken, and guys, that did not take long at all. So the grouping and the layering is the hardest thing to think through when you start making this. But now we have all of our pieces in place. We're gonna group our chicken. So now he moves as one, right? But we're gonna drill in and move each of those pieces that we just created. So when we drill in, we are gonna go to the swing. We're gonna click on the lightning bolts in the upper right-hand corner, and we're gonna have it rotate. So he is frantic. Great, looks good to me. Click on this one and do the same thing. Oh, no, we don't wanna move, we wanna rotate it. And you guys can see when, oh, that's too much. Okay, perfect. You guys can see when he moves his wing that there's a gap on the chicken's body. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tap out of the rocket. We're gonna drill into the main body and we're gonna tap on that layer of the paintbrush and we're just gonna fix that really quick. Really easy change, and it's at 3, perfect. Just gonna make that line, and you're not gonna see that until he moves his wing. So now we're gonna bring everything back, drill out again, and that's where that blue is. So we drill back into our chicken. We have the 2 wings that are moving, and we're gonna try to rotate these legs so that it looks like he's running. This is gonna take some practice and some precision, but that's okay. When the first time I rotate it, it's gonna look really weird, so just hang in there. So we're gonna have this one go forward, back, forward, back, forward. Great, and we're gonna move that pivot point to right up here at the end of the leg. So when we play through it, look at him go. Look at him go. It's so good. Okay. I think it's good. You guys can think it's garbage, but I think that was really good. All right, so we're going to tap on this one, and this one has to move back first. Back, forward, back, forward, back. That one's a little bit quicker, so we're going to do it one more time. Back, forward, back, half forward. Beautiful. We're going to move that pivot point to the top of that. And then when we push play, oh yeah, he's kicking for his life. That's a little bit much. So we're going to move that pivot point down. See if that helps. No, he's still kicking really hard, guys. So since we moved our pivot point, what I can do is adjust the rotation now by clicking the recreate rotation. So we go, oh, he needed to go back first. We'll try it one more time. So back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. We're gonna move that pivot point again. Oh no, he just is kicking really hard today, guys. But that's okay, because we're gonna recreate it. Back, forward, back, forward, back. Beautiful. All right, so now we tap all of these to say, yes, I like what we've done so far. We push play, you can see all that movement. Yeah, his running's a little off, guys, but that's okay. Maybe we can have him rotate as a body so he like hobbles or limps. I don't know. Get creative with what you're working on. So what I'm going to do is shrink him down, and I'm going to move the whole chicken. The whole animation so far is about 4 seconds long, so I'm going to make that movement take less time. So we're going to have him zigzag a little bit. Perfect, almost 4 seconds. And then, like I talked about just a second ago, is making him hobble. I kind of like the idea of like how people's head bob a little bit when they run. So we're just going to rotate a little bit. Looks good to me. So, oh yes, he's struggling, but he is running for his life. Should I have like a bucket of KFC chase him or something? I don't know. Get creative with your...
He should be like sweating, like beads of sweat.
Yes. Okay, we're going to make a bead of sweat for you guys really, really quick. So we're going to drill into the main body. We're going to tap out of the animation rocket, and we're just going to create a bead of sweat. Right? That's not good. Doesn't have to be good. Yeah, I kind of like that it's just black. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make this... no. We're going to animate it first, and then we'll make it be invisible. So we're going to have it move. That's beautiful. And we're actually going to have it start a little bit later. That's great. Okay, and it jumped around on us a little bit, so we're just going to move that here. So what we want to do is have that start invisible. We want that to become visible pretty quickly, right? And then that's good with me. And then we're going to have it become invisible right around here, so that it disappears while it's falling. And we want that, yeah, that's fine. So tap out of all of this, tap out of the rocket, tap back in, push play. He's sweating, which is really funny. Obviously, this is not perfect. I did this really, really quickly for you guys, but we talked about the grouping, we talked about the layering, we did visibility, movement, rotation, anything like that. The only thing we haven't done is scaling, and you guys could play around, like in our original image that we're basing it off of, you could play around with those lines that come up and follow him. You could have the clock hands rotating around the circle, but this took me, less than 10 minutes to make. Really, really simple. And these are little dojis that if you delete the background and just keep it white, this looks like a sticker that you would send in like Facebook Messenger to a friend. So if you're running late, you could have that clock spinning, you could have words show up. We do have that text feature for Dodles where you would just like write the word running late, type it, and words, you know what I meant. You could type that and then have that pop up and rotate or something like that. You could actually just leave it on the screen. But if you play through it, because I'm a bumbling mess when I'm running late, so I feel like that's perfect.
Oh my
Right.
gosh. But yeah, this is really, really simple, really easy to make, and something that you would hopefully send to your friends like you would with a normal emoji. So do you guys have any last minute questions for me about what a doji is, or grouping and layering, or any ways to use the app? I'm so glad you guys are joining and loving this so far. Really excited about, Dodles, emojis, dojis, and being able to create these really, really quickly. Yeah, let me type it on screen for you guys so that you guys, when you use the hashtag Dojis, because you're making the little ones you're going to send to your friends. So it looks like that, Dojis. And you guys know how to export your Dodles. This is nothing new, but just in case you don't, you swipe up your main menu and you click on the paper airplane in the lower right-hand corner, and then you can export it as a GIF or a video. I almost always export as a video, but that's just because video format works really well on the platforms that I prefer to use. GIFs work really well in text messages too. So say it as a GIF, and then it'll export and it'll go through it really, really quickly. I'm not gonna save the whole thing because, no, I will, why not?
Yeah.
Oh wait, it takes less than 30 seconds. It's almost done. Now, I save it to my device all the time, so that way I have it to access from my camera roll, but you could send it directly in a message. You could send it in an email, Facebook Messenger, Twitter, Slack, put it in Google Drive, wherever you want to send it. So now it's saved to my camera. Yay! So that is how you make a doji in Dodles. Ta-da! Yeah, that's what I have for you guys. We are on other social media platforms, so if you are on Facebook, search for Dodles Community in the search bar and put in a request to join our group, our Facebook group. It's a great place for artists and creatives to share what they've been working on, get some feedback on their art, critique other people's art, and share their Dodles. So if you are nervous about sending a doji or a Dodle to a friend, you can put it in the Facebook community group and everyone will give you lots of love for your first try at a Dodle. We also have a Twitter account, and we have a YouTube channel. So go to YouTube, search for Dodles, Dodl.es, hit that subscribe button, like our videos. We also have a show called The Sauce, where Callie and Erica talk about pop culture things, and then they show you how to make Dodles related to those things. So make sure that you watch The Sauce episodes. That's a playlist on the Dodles channel. So those are our social platforms. Be sure to engage with us because we like you guys a lot. And make sure you use the hashtag Dodles when you're sharing your Dodles, your animations that you're making. You can use hashtag Dojis when you're making those little, really quick Dojis to make. But Dodles are just like anything. Dojis are more like sticker-based that you would send to a friend, like a meme. So get creative in the app. We love seeing what you guys are making, so tag us in it. Use those hashtags, and we will share them in our Instagram story. So that's all I have for you guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Thank you to those of you who joined us on Saturday when we were at the Walk for Autism. That was so much fun, and we're really glad to hear from you guys on the live stream, as well as get involved with the autism community. You guys know that we have, we work with them closely, and that we also have 3 or 4 employees who are on the spectrum. So we love the autism community, and we had a lot of fun at the Walk on Saturday. So thanks again for joining, and we will see you again soon with another live stream. So stay tuned into our Instagram story for the next live stream. All right, I'm done rambling. Bye, guys.